Hi everyone, I'm Vandana here from Immigration Advisors, and I'm making this video because I'm getting a lot of queries from clients, new clients, social media, and there has been a request to make this video especially for partnership applications. Um, in the market, there have been a lot of delays in partnership space. There have been a lot of declines in partnership space, and hence the need for me to come and make this video. So if you are a New Zealand citizen or a work visa holder or a student visa holder, or you intend applying for a visa, a temporary entry visa for New Zealand, and you have your concerns on whether your partner would be eligible, or if you're planning to get married and again you have these concerns on whether partner would be eligible, would there be any decline. So I'll try and make things easier and explain what is that the immigration wants to see in a partnership space, and how should the client put across the documents that's needed to ensure or to convince immigration that the relationship is genuine and most likely to be endured. And if there are limited evidence of living together, how to replace or what additional information can be submitted in that space. So let's take scenarios. If you are a New Zealand resident and from one of those countries where it's socially accepted or the norm is for arranged marriages, and you have your concerns on if there's no history of the relationship being developed, would your partner still be eligible for a partnership visa after you get married, that is arranged by the families, and you want to bring your partner to New Zealand. Definitely it's difficult, especially when the inception and the development of relationship has got their limitations in arranged marriages space. However, there are various other ways in which you can convince immigration that yes, this relationship may be new, but in most likelihood this is one that would always be endured, and it has the potential to be a long-term, stable and a genuine relationship. In arranged settings, there could be communication between the families that could be given, especially information on the intention behind getting married. Why did you agree to the partner being selected by your family? What are the things that your family saw in and the partner? What were the things that the partner's family saw in you before the relationship was established? And if all these evidences are provided with the application, then in all likelihood immigration would be convinced that yes, it may be new, the partnership may be new. Yes, there may not be enough evidences of living together, because in those cultures where arranged marriages is a norm, in those cultures another norm is that couple generally are not allowed to live together unless they are married. So if all these other surrounding circumstances are explained, definitely that could lead immigration to put a tick there and approve a partnership application. Not going to be easy, but yes, there is a possibility, and a lot of documents though have to be submitted to confirm the same. There have been delays in the partnership applications, but yes, partners of residents, partners of citizens are getting priority. So please don't get disheartened. Please don't delay your plans. Don't feel, don't let this discourage you or be of a matter of concern for you. Go ahead, plan your relationship as your family plans, as you plan for yourself, and there are ways around the space where your partner would soon be here in New Zealand to be with you. Partners of temporary visa holders. This is a more tricky situation, because the partner may be on a work visa, the partner may be on a student visa, and they may have a recent marriage. So I'll break down this scenario into 2-3 different parts. So the most difficult one scenario, where the partner is on a work visa and the family arranges. Again, I'm talking today specifically for those cultures where marriages are arranged and planned by family, so it's arranged marriage settings. Because in these settings there is a difficulty in providing enough evidence to confirm how did the inception, development of the relationship started. So yes, so you're on a work visa here in New Zealand, and the family has decided a partner for you, and then you are in a dilemma whether you should go get married. Would there be any chance for your partner to come and live here? So for all those work visa holders who have traveled back home, got married, and are back to New Zealand, were not able to stay with partners for a very, very long time. It may be due to their study commitments, it may be due to their work commitments. What are they supposed to do? So how do you convince immigration that despite everything, despite the relationship being new, despite limited evidence of living together, despite limited time that you were able to spend with your partner, this is a genuine relationship and in most likelihood would be endured? So again, it is not going to be easy, but yes, a lot of surrounding circumstances, a lot of other information that can be provided with the application, which confirms that that the intent behind getting into this relationship was genuine, and there is public recognition to the relationship, there is a social support, and in all likelihood this relationship is most likely to be endured. Again, surrounding circumstances on what prohibits you from traveling and spending more time with your partner, what are your future plans, by when would you be able to go and spend more time, what are your work commitments that are stopping you to live together with your partner for long. A lot of these information has to be provided with the application if it has to be approved. So again, please don't get disheartened when you see all those declines in the market. It's just that you need to provide more evidence than probably a marriage which is 5 years old would provide to convince immigration that you are in a genuine relationship. May not have lived together, but that was due to the social settings, that was due to the reasons beyond your control, or that's what the norm is. And again, the norm is also that these kind of marriages, once established, do survive. You've been in a relationship for long, and you've been, for whatever reasons, your partner hasn't come to New Zealand yet. So it may be you're considering your move in New Zealand. It may be that your partner had some work commitments and that is the reason could not join you earlier. So in this space, even when the relationships are old, there have been a lot of declines on bona fides in recent past. So immigration in those cases have declined the applications with the concern that they have the concerns that the partner may not leave New Zealand and go back in case the marriages or the relationship breaks up. So again, I would say to all those clients in there who've recently got a decline or are discouraged looking at those declines, please don't get disheartened. Again, you need to submit a lot more evidence, but yes, if the relationship is genuine, that is one of the strongest point that you have. That is the intention behind coming to New Zealand, and that is what is your strongest bona fides. So there have been few decisions where probably there wasn't enough information in the application, I would say, just to give a generic statement, and there have been declines, but doesn't mean that application would always be declined. If you are convinced that the relationship is genuine, and if you've got a decline, please do get in touch, because a lot more information can be provided and the application can be approved. Generally, I receive a lot of questions from clients when the applications are being delayed. As an advisor, can you fast track my application? Can you make sure that my application is decided quicker than others? I would say probably no, because when there are delays, there is a queue that is where your application goes in, and it has to be allocated to a case officer before it could be decided. And to be fair to everyone else, and the applications are in the same queue, they go at the same speed, and as an advisor, I would never advise anybody that come to me, I would fast track your applications, never. Then the second question I get is, then what is the requirement for an advisor? Why should we really go to an advisor? Why not lodge if the application's on your own? So here my answer to that question would be that, especially in times to come where there are delays, it's really, really important that you seek immigration advice. Why? Because as an advisor, I would make sure that my applications are decision ready. I would make sure that I put in everything in that application that would assist the visa officer to take a decision immediately, so that further delays could be avoided, so that declines could be avoided. Because it's an offshore application, because in most of the partnership applications, one of the partner would be offshore, it really becomes more important that you seek immigration advice. Because if you do not provide everything that the visa officer needs to take a decision, your application may be declined. The onus is on the applicant to provide as much information as possible. So in times which are difficult for couples, for families, I would say to all my clients who are and to everyone else who are thinking of or in the process of a partnership application, please be patient and seek immigration advice. Take as much information as possible, and please provide as much information as you can to ensure that their immigration officer is convinced of your relationship, especially for clients who are from cultures where marriages are arranged. Again, a very important part for you to take care is that you do provide information about the intention of getting into a relationship, about the intent with your families arrange the relationship, and just to make sure that the immigration officer is convinced that yes, this relationship is genuine and would be endured. Thank you so much.